Good morning, good morning, good morning, folks. How y'all all doing? Good morning, D.
Good morning.
Did you get it fixed?
I believe so.
Did you have another window open?
No, I didn't. That was crazy.
It sounded okay to me. I didn't hear it echoing. Hey, chat. Good morning. How y'all doing today?
Good
Oh wow.
morning. Hey, there's Mercedes.
Good morning, Mercedes. She's over in the Rumble Dungeon. Good morning, Mercedes. Good morning, Nanny. How you doing? Is that Nanny or Nancy?
That's
Nanny.
Nanny.
Christy. There's Miss Christy. How you doing? How you doing? Big Dirt. Good morning. Michael, good morning. Beautiful morning here in the Gulf Coast. Yeah, it's 59 degrees here, and I think it's colder up there with you, isn't it, D?
Yes, I'm freezing.
Oh, wow. Terry, good morning. Good morning. Becky's in the house. Good morning. And DSpills the T come rolling out of the gate right out of the gate before we even started with 10 gift, or was it 10 or 20? 10. 10
10.
gifted memberships. Thank you so much, D. Thank you.
You're
Thank you. Thank
welcome.
you.
Hey,
Welcome to all
Sticky.
of, oh, Sticky here already?
Yeah, yeah.
Let me go get his button. See, now, guys, I've got things going backwards here lately because I'm trying something new.
It's raining men. Hallelujah.
It's the Sticky Widget. All right. Yeah, I've got everything reversed on my screens. So where I used to be over on the right with my restream and all my other stuff was on the left, I've just totally reversed everything. So it takes me a minute to find my buttons and find my toys. But bear with me. Good morning, Sticky. How you doing, my friend? How you doing? Good morning, Jim. Good morning, Karen's Books. Joan. Miss Susie's in the house. Good morning, Susie. Oh, Jeanette, how you doing? You want to say some good morning?
Sure. Good morning, Joan. Jim. Let's see. Mama Coop. Good morning. Good morning, Kiko. Charlie. Good morning. And let's see. Uh, oh, Sharon. Good morning. Uncle Matt, good morning. Oh, he received a gifted membership.
Right on, right on. We got Michael come rolling in with another 5 gifted memberships. Look at there. Karen's Books got one. Daisy's mom got one. Uncle Matt got one. Brian got one. And Cassie? Cassie? Yeah, Cassie.
Cassie.
Welcome to the Kooks, guys and gals. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you, Michael, and thank you, D. Thank you again. Much appreciated, guys. Much appreciated. There's Happy. How you doing, girly girl?
Yeah. Almost Boomercraft, good morning.
Good morning, John. How you doing, buddy? How you doing? You know, John plays. I don't. Do you play video games, D?
Yes. I hate to
John
admit that,
plays
I do.
Minecraft all the
That's
time.
what I play.
So you and John and Mercedes. Mercedes is apparently the queen of Minecraft. She literally, I mean, you want to know something about Minecraft? She's the girl to go to. I mean, she's got her own server built around Minecraft. She mods for people on Discord for Minecraft. Oh, and me, I'm a novice. I just play with it ever so often.
Yeah, I don't really get it's generally when the kids are here, and that's when everybody's fighting over controllers wanting to play, so that's
There you go.
generally
Oh,
when we
Mama
play.
Coop, my sweetie's in the house. I know you said good morning, but I gotta say good morning too to my sweetie.
So,
All right, you go for it, girl. Have fun with it.
hey, Tor Hills, good morning. Scottish Granny, Terry, Becky, good morning.
Good
And
morning, everybody.
yes.
Oh, man, we're gonna have some fun again today, D. We're gonna go back over and finish up the Lynette. The Lynette. What was she? She was on the stand in Ohio. Yeah.
Yes.
I enjoyed that a lot with you yesterday because, like you said, when we watch, oh, what do we got here? Big Dirt come rolling in with a $2 super chat and says, let the good times roll. Right on, right on. Keep everything happy and smooth and rolling along. We all going to have a fabulous day. Oh, I love Minecraft. I'm working on a few forever random
Drop world. Drop
Oh,
world.
wow.
Yeah.
He started one here a few months ago. What do they call that? The one square or one thing? It's just one little square that him and his daughter started on up in the air. And they mined that one square and built everything else. It's like a whole community up in the air, you know?
Oh, wow.
That was cool. I loved watching that. Because if you fall off that sucker, you're gone.
That's it.
Right. So you have to mine everything off that one square way up there in the air to get your dirt and all that stuff so you can grow your whatever you're building. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Yeah. We did the underwater. We're mining underwater. We're building our little community underwater, which is pretty cool.
Toby, good morning, Mr. Coop, and DSpills the T.
Good
Well,
morning.
he said the R, but I'm assuming it's T.
It doesn't matter.
Well,
They're
those
next. They're
yeah.
next to each other.
Torhill, good morning. Good morning. Bill, how you doing? How you doing, my friend? How you doing? Lots of new faces in the chat today. Welcome, welcome, guys. Welcome.
Good morning, Miyagi.
Good morning, Bill. Yeah. There's Miyagi. Good morning, Miyagi. Oh, skyblock. That's what Mercedes calls it. A skyblock.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. The Ginger Jim, good morning. How you doing? How you doing? Tree God, good morning. Joan, good morning. Oh, there's Marianne.
Good morning, Marianne.
How you feeling, girly girl? You feeling all right today? Because I know she wasn't feeling too good here a little while back. Oh, my goodness. And everybody's saying good morning, having a good time. Yeah, we're going to be going over Jeremy's video with Lynette in the Ohio court. What I was saying earlier is I enjoyed doing that with you because, like, you made a very good point. When we watch it the first time, when Jeremy goes live with his videos, we don't really point out a lot of things until we watch it a second time. And you even stated it. You saw some stuff that you didn't see the first time around.
Right. It was like I was like, wait a minute, I didn't catch that the first time. So, it's like, what else haven't I caught, the first time around? What else did I not, listen in harder and pay attention more so to it? But there's so much information. They're trying to put out all the information, but it's so hard. And that's where the transcripts will, I guess you could say, fill in the gaps, if you will. So
Right.
it'll fill in a lot of stuff that they couldn't catch while whoever was on the stand would be talking, be it Crook or LMNOP or BBB or either officer or Bad Tina. So
Right on, right on. Oh, Sharon come rolling in. She says, paint chips did it again. And there was more in the bankruptcy filing. Oh, really? Let me go look. D,
yeah,
you have fun with them. I'm going to go look and see what's going on with the bankruptcy because I haven't messed with Discord this morning at all.
right.
So
Good morning, Dangerous Waves. How are you? I hope everybody is having a wonderful morning so far, or afternoon, evening, wherever you may be. Hey, Nanny, how are you? And it's good. I just can't wait. I can't wait until the transcripts come out. I really, really can't wait. Good morning, Al. How are you, my friend?
oh yeah, I see it right here. Proof of service of order approving the trustee's application for employment. That's where she was hiring the legal team,
Mm-hmm.
which is actually her legal
Right.
team. And then proof of service. These are all small things. They're it's just an order saying that, okay, it's been granted. You can hire yourself to be the legal team on this. And then the other one is just showing proof that it's been ordered. Okay. I don't see anything else. Yeah, order approving trustee's application to employ counsel. Yeah, I don't see anything about paint chips in here. Now, paint chips did file one in Fed 2 the other day, but yeah, I think everybody went over that already, didn't they?
I believe so. Good morning, Bridget.
Susie Miner, good morning. How you doing? And of course, there's Miyagi. CK, good morning. Everybody's rolling in, hot and heavy. Oh my goodness, my
Donnie and
goodness.
Marie on the go gave a super chat.
Yeah, I'm behind. I'm catching up. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Oh, there we go. Donnie Marie. Good morning from Long Island. Please wish my mother a happy 93rd. Oh my goodness. 93rd birthday. We drive
Wow.
up from Florida, Idaho, surprise her. Wow. Or Florida. Is that Florida,
Florida.
Idaho? Wow. That's amazing. 93 years old. Yeah, that's
That's
people that hit
amazing.
their 90s, it just amazes me. But yes,
Mhm.
we gonna get you the birthday song right now.
Happy birthday to
Hey,
you. You're older. Woo-hoo. You
you
might
might
need more
need more
candles than your
than
cake
your
can
cake
handle.
can handle.
Let's say happy birthday to
Day to
you.
Wow. Happy birthday to your mom. And I wish her many, many, many more. The 90s is a feat in itself. But
Yes.
man, when people hit 100, could you imagine living for 100 years?
No.
That
That's
is,
that's wild.
I mean,
Everything that they've seen, experienced, everything that's changed every decade. Every decade that they've been on this earth, they have watched change, things evolve from old old stuff that has since evolved, cars, computers, cash registers, everything. It's amazing.
Mary, good morning. Larkin in second. And I got to go back and listen to the other stream. So I have good show and talk to you later. Peace out. Okay. Cool beans. Thank you for stopping in, Mary. Good morning, girly girl. Debbie Webb, good morning. How you doing, girl? How you doing?
Good morning. Let's see, Al posted this, Mr. Coop and D, Lynette is responsible for the cost of the hiring of more lawyers for her bankruptcy. Uh-oh.
Wow. Is she okay? Now fill in the blanks here. Uh if she's responsible for the lawyers that they're bringing in, the
Mhm,
counsel that they're bringing in.
mhm.
Oh, so not her lawyers, but
No,
the
their law
what I
yes,
can't remember the two names. I think one was McMullen. They're the investigators, right?
if I'm not mistaken, yes.
And then the trustees law firm is Bennett, I believe. I think. I know it starts with a B. Her law firm. She's the one that's going to be handling the legal aspect of it.
Right.
So wow, Lynette's going to be responsible for that. I think when we were doing the math on that here a while back, it came out to like $650 an hour. And that's just if it's one lawyer, one paralegal, and one clerk.
Right.
Can you imagine? There's never just one of anything.
No, no.
So that number could actually go astronomically high.
Yes, and that's per hour.
Rob Pate, good morning, my friend. Good morning. Come rolling
Good
in hot with that $2 super chat. Good morning, my friend. How you doing? I just saw Rob just a few minutes ago over on Jay's stream. He's over there having to keep the wild man Jay in line.
Poor
All
Jay.
right. Big
Poor
Al, good morning. Huh?
I said, "Poor Jay."
Thank you so much, Rob.
Thank you, my friend.
All right. Let's see who else. My four sons. Good morning, Mr. Coop and D and
Good
chat.
morning. Good morning, Rickles. Good morning, CK.
Oh yeah, Rickles, you got anything new and juicy for us today on the soundtracks? Happy Wednesday, everyone. Greetings, Mr. Coop and DSpills the T. And that's right, I forgot about this. It is
Hump Day!
Yeah. Welcome to the middle of the week. The weekend is just around the corner.
Just it sure is. It sure is. Yeah, that's going to be interesting when they tally up every bit of monies that they've had to charge out, and it's going to be given to her to pay. So you're thinking because the approval just happened. All right. So they just got the approval to move forward with, okay, we're going to use this firm. We're going to use this investigative team. We're going to start now. So can you imagine how many hours are going to be racked up?
Oh, yeah. Now, here's a question for you, D. You know, most of the other cases that she's involved in, she's filed energy status, right?
Right.
Can she do that in bankruptcy to
Well,
get out of paying this law firm?
she's got an attorney. She has Saran wrap.
Right.
So how can she file indigent status if she's retained an attorney? I don't
Oh,
know.
yeah. I never thought about that. Because, see, she had Bubbles. Bubbles he was pro hac vici, and he was apparently doing it pro se. Well, this lawyer, they actually paid $6,000. So,
Mhm.
how can she? Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Mhm. So
Wow.
how can she can't. So she's on the hook for it, and they're not gonna let her out of this bankruptcy. She's already locked in. She's already retained an attorney. She's already filed the schedules. Everything's rolling right along. She just can't up and bounce out of it.
Wow. That's amazing. Oh, we got a little Scottish granny come rolling in. And the more lies she tells about what she owns, the more investigation, more hours, more cost.
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly. Good morning, Carol. Good morning, DR. Hi,
There's
Dan Davis.
Thank you, Carol. Good morning. Good morning to you too. Legwormer lady, good morning. Good morning. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Everybody's rolling in, rolling in. Jeremy has a bankruptcy attorney for this. Yes, he does. I can't remember his bankruptcy attorney his name the other day, but and by the way, I think it was Chucky the other day talked about, when my computer went down
Mhm.
and he said something about what's up with the Christmas decorations.
Yeah.
I now I know what he was talking about. Okay, guys, what it is I took Christmas garland and I put it across the top of my monitors because I didn't want the birds landing on top of my monitors. And so the Christmas garland, it's not because I was celebrating Christmas, it was to keep the birds off of it because the birds won't land on it with the garland because you know how it's glossy and waves around.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the reason for that. So Chucky hears it. There you go. Here and after. Good morning. How you doing?
Good morning, Timothy.
Wow, there's so many rolling in. I'm getting overwhelmed with everybody. I'm trying to say
Oh,
good morning to everybody that comes in. Timothy, good morning.
it's a J
Oh,
raid. It's a J raid.
did they come rolling in? Did they?
Mhm.
I didn't see it. I didn't see it. I thought he was still going. Okay, cool. Dan Davis, J Raid. Well, welcome aboard, all the J Raiders. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Pull up a chair, kick off your feet. Yeah, there's Miyagi. J Raid. I have my favorites. Oh, good morning. I have my favorites. Good morning. I missed you on Jay's show this morning. I literally text messaged Ketchup and asked if you were okay because that's the first time I've never seen her in a chat. I think she mods for like 8 or 9 channels.
I
She is
know.
everywhere. She's
Yes,
got her
she
hands
is.
full.
Yes, she does.
All right. Who else we got?
Good morning,
Oh,
Kim. Hey, there's Chucky.
there's Chucky. Did you hear what I was saying a few minutes minutes ago, Chuck? I'm going to get caught up where I can see. Okay, there we go. Ketchup. Good morning. Oh, Ketchup's in the chat. Good morning. Green Flamingo's in the chat. Good
Good
morning.
morning.
Joan, how you doing? Firestarter. Good morning. Man, everybody's showing up. Yamaha. Garland. Yeah. Here he comes. Here he comes. Call it what you want, Coop. I'm not standing under your mistletoe. So you just can try and lip. What? Wastel me. Waddle
Rassel.
me?
Rassel.
Wrestle me?
Rassel.
But yeah, I have the Garland. We bought a new TV. I think it was just before Christmas last year. And the birds, they fly everywhere. And I don't like them on monitors, anything that's like a TV something because they're claws. I don't want them scratching the monitors. So I put that garland on the TV. It worked so well. I put it on my monitors. They don't go on Mama's monitors because hers are like under a shelf type of deal. But yeah, that's the whole thing with the garland. Matter of fact, go ahead, D.
Oh, I was just gonna say hi to, French Psycho, and, good to see you guys. Glad to see everybody over here. Good morning, Crystal. Good morning,
Good morning.
Lisa. Simba, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, I can't wait for all of this to actually start flowing.
What's that?
All the bankruptcy, I can't wait for it to start flowing
It,
and things start coming in and a lot of stuff starts getting produced and then the depositions, that's gonna be crazy.
you know, I was always fascinated with Fed 1 and Fed 2. And then when the bankruptcy, I really never even paid a whole lot of attention to it in the very beginning. But then as it started going and we started reading more and more about it, I've gotten more interested in the bankruptcy now than I am on Fed 1 and Fed 2.
Yeah, the bankruptcy is really gonna pull out a lot of stuff, a lot of stuff. A lot of things are gonna come out of it, and it's gonna be very interesting to see how their investigation goes.
Right. I mean, I I just can't understand how Lynette cannot see the amount of garbage that they have put her in. I mean, listening to Bubbles and Felisa and all of them with all of this garbage, it's got to be pretty overwhelming. Every time she gets served with something new, like this McMullen team coming in to investigate, and then you got the other team for the lawyers. Uh, she's, I would be scared as hell.
Yeah, no doubt. You know, it's just crazy. This wasn't a very good move, but then again, I believe that she was duped into believing this was a way out where she wouldn't be liable for any money going anywhere,
Right.
and a stall tactic, because the longer they can stall it, the longer it stays out of the other cases, and it wasn't a good move.
Right. What you got to say, Big Al? I'm wondering if Lisa is gonna have to be a what deposition on what money she's holding. You want to take that away, D?
Well, from what excuse me, from what Jeremy alluded to, yes, she will be deposed in the bankruptcy. So it's gonna be interesting.
Oh, most definitely.
Mhm.
From what Jeremy has said, she's supposed to be the first one deposed, right?
Yes, that's what he says. Now, all of that can change between now and then,
Right.
but who knows? Who knows what the order is gonna be? Only, Jeremy and his attorney know what the order is gonna be for the questioning for the depots.
Now, here's a question for you. Jeremy is just a he's just been considered a creditor, right?
Right.
So he's not the one going to be doing these depositions, is he? It's going to be the trustee. It's going to be the courts, right?
Yes, but his attorney will, if I'm not mistaken, he will have an opportunity to question.
Gotcha.
He'll have questions too. As with any deposition, attorneys can ask questions. Any creditor, I would guess, I'm just making a guess here, that's it, that they would be able to question the person, not just the court. But then again, the questions may be turned over to the bankruptcy court for them to dig in and ask those questions.
Oh, okay.
So I
Rob
don't know.
Payton come rolling in hot. What you got to say, Rob? So when it does flow, a lot anti-hales looting computer blog equipment allegedly purchased with LP donations. That's a good question.
It is.
Because we or comment, we know that there was a lot of brand new stuff bought here last year.
A lot of
Yeah,
things. A
a
lot
lot.
of things.
What you got to say, Yamaha? You got this one, girly girl?
Well, let's be honest here. LP is an adult, moron or not, and she has put herself here. Don't feel sorry for her at all. No, it
Oh
was just
no.
it's just a very bad choice on how to handle things. Just a very bad
Exactly.
choice.
Exactly. I don't feel sorry for her at all. Uh just there I feel sorry that she's stupid enough to have believed these people. That's about as far as it goes. But for the consequences of her actions, no, I don't feel sorry for her for one bit. Her and
N
Crook deserve everything legally that's coming their way. That's just the bottom line of it.
Yeah, yeah.
That's just my opinion.
There's, it's just crazy. It is. I would have sought out, another opinion on should I file bankruptcy? It doesn't cost anything to get a consultation. And if it does cost, it's very little. So, for an hour of your time to seek out another attorney's opinion on should I or shouldn't I? Here's my
E
situation.
exactly. I agree with Tug on that 100%. I mean, he tried telling her,
Hmm.
"Go just get somebody to give you counsel. It costs you nothing. It's free. They can lead you in a direction that's probably a lot better than what you're getting led into." Sharon, what you got to say? Between bankruptcy and Ohio courts, she will be destroyed, and hopefully the child will be saved. I don't know. I don't know. I think the only thing that's going to help the child is if the two of them have to go to jail. Do I want to see anybody go to jail? Well, it depends. Did they do something wrong? Yeah, go to jail. Uh, but that's the only way it's going to stop a lot of this is people to actually start having consequences for their actions. That you know what I'm saying, D?
Right. It's g- to be held accountable for, okay, you you didn't provide this. Okay, you didn't do this, you didn't do this, you lied about this. We have other testimony where you contradict yourself and you just perjured yourself. So you got to be held accountable. So, it's just crazy. I don't understand, if you're going to tell the truth, you have no reason to lie.
Exactly. Exactly. I agree with you. Uh Listening to all these people tell her what to do and then now she's going to face the consequences cuz I guarantee you if Jeremy refiles and he goes to sue Lisa and Bubbles again, I will guarantee you they will not seek out bankruptcy as a means to
Mm-mm.
get it stopped. I guarantee it.
No, because they're already seeing and witnessing in real time everything that Element OP is going up against. Does that make sense? And it's
Right.
like they do not want to go up against that as well.
I have my favorites, Mr. Coop. This is not Lynette's first time going through bankruptcy. She has been through it before. Yes, she has.
Yes.
Um, but see, I would think that normal everybody I've talked to says that normal bankruptcies, usually go pretty smooth if you're honest on your applications,
Hmm.
and you do everything the right way. It's when you start sneaking and hiding stuff, that's where this kind of bankruptcy turns into. Am I wrong with that?
No, you're pretty much spot on. Yeah, I mean, if you're truthful and honest all the way through, it should go smooth and there should be no hiccups. But if you start submitting schedules that aren't fully filled out, are omitting and not being fully truthful, they're going to catch it and they're going to call you out on it. So, so it's just crazy. But it's interesting. Interesting. Oh, JJ Bean. Hey, hey, hey. How are you? Hey, screenshot this. So people just need to just understand you got to be honest on your paperwork when you file it. You can't omit anything and expect it to go through and then not be found. So, yeah. What
Well,
happened to
looky
you?
here, looky here.
What happened to you?
Computer, computer. Let's show everybody. Again, it's the dang computer.
Uh,
That's what it looks like on my screen. It's shut down.
oh my goodness.
So I just have to sit here and wait for it to boot back up. So until it does, and by the way, Chucky, there's your there's your Christmas stuff. I didn't understand what you were saying the other day, and I realized it. So I hope you caught the reason why I was saying what I or the reasoning behind it. But yeah, this is going to take about 10 minutes, but I got you on here so you can just talk to people. I'll be back and see. This is what it does whenever it comes back up, guys. Where's my camera?
Oh
That's what it
goodness.
does.
Oh my
So
gosh.
yeah, so I have to go over here, scroll down to restore defaults, hit save, and then now it will wait. It'll boot back up and it'll come right back into that screen again. No,
Oh,
Sarah.
just Jay. That's my new name now. I have a new name. Nice. Maybe I should
See,
change it. That's
there it
great.
is again.
Oh my goodness.
So
Right,
you got to
Jay?
do this. I have
Yeah.
to do this twice every time.
Oh my
It
gosh.
does that.
Right, Nanny? Remember in Ohio, she said she hadn't talked to her in 9 months. She must have been hours because there she is every night. True, true. Oh my goodness. Right, Sharon? I know. I told him not to touch anything and he keeps touching buttons. So it's
Yep,
okay.
I'm having a JJ Bean day. I felt so bad for Jay earlier. He was trying to pull something up, and his computer, whatever he was doing, was just giving him a really hard time about it. So right now, guys, Dee's going to talk to you in the chat. I'll respond to whatever she's saying because I can only see one comment at a time. So yeah, but I'm bringing
Oh,
you guys live is what you're seeing. What I'm going through right here. See, there's the wheel of death.
yeah, goodness. Yeah. Oh, Nanny Clampett says that your PC has the flu coop.
Yeah, yeah, it's got Tammy J has probably put the voodoo on it.
Uh, yeah. Big Al says that it's not loading to the operating system. You might have an overheated processor for sure, or a problem with the other board, but that's definitely more than just operating system. So,
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Something's overheating in there, and this thing worked flawlessly for up until I would say it first started doing this around uh, just before the first of the year,
hmm.
sometime in there, and then it's just frequently been getting more and more.
Yeah,
Uh,
you need to make your appointment with Geek Squad, see if they can come to you instead of you having to pack everything up and take it up there to them.
well, the cool thing is Best Buy's not that far from the house, so
Okay.
I can just unplug the computer because they don't need everything. They just need the computer. So
Okay.
let's see who else we got here. Coop, you got some kind of motherboard or CPU overheating problem. Might even be memory problem. I'm running 16 gigabytes. I thought it was 32 till I dug into it, but it's only 16. But we will get it fixed. We will get it fixed. Uh, Old man troubles, laugh out loud. I get them too. But yeah, I definitely have to get this taken in and have it looked at.
Yeah, it's crazy. Good morning, Colleen. Hey, Susie. It's because Jay is so evil, even his PC didn't want to show it.
Oh, Jim,
Oh,
what you got to say? Oh, it's back up now, but see, right down here at the bottom on my there's my voice mod. That thing boots up by itself. So I have to wait for that thing to boot up because if I don't, if I start clicking buttons, it's just gonna freeze. So I have to wait for that thing to pop back up, and then when it does, because oh, Yeah. Anyway, I'm with you guys. I'm with you. D, you just roll with it, girly girl. I'll just
Okay.
try and catch you in when I can.
Yeah, Jim, Lynn Black, she could have paid the court cost here in Ohio. They were like $100, but she has chosen not to. Yeah, I mean, you could have, she could have worked something out, but if she wanted to pay it, she would have already have paid it. So she's uh, going against that. She believes she doesn't owe it, so therefore she's not going to pay it. Good morning, Alan. It's amazing. You know, when you're given, fines and court costs, you know, generally, if you don't have that money right then and there, you can work out a payment plan with them or, you know, "Hey, you know, this is all I've got. Can we work something out?" "Hey, Coop, this is from Bridget. My hubby's computer did the same thing yours is doing." Yeah, it's definitely need to check into what's going on with it. You might need to, I don't know, add another fan to it to keep it from overheating? I don't know. I don't know.
Oh,
I am not
this
computer
thing's
literate.
this thing's got all kinds of fans. It's got 3 in the front, 2 in the back, one that's actually on the CPU. It's got the ones that light up. The fans light up. It's funny. Anyway, yeah. I'm gonna have to get it checked out because this is getting annoying. Like yesterday, I never had a problem yesterday. It ran perfect all day yesterday. It doesn't do it every day. It just does it ever so often.
Good morning, Harry. Sarasota Beach Bum says, "I bet Squat Pump could fix the computer for you, Coop."
Chucky's Big Al.
Uh,
Hereinafter, what you got to say?
Bet she was advised not to pay because it's the same thing as saying, "I am guilty." Hmm,
Oh wow.
don't know. Yeah. Yeah, Kitty Pants, she does exactly what she wants and ignores everything else, and she has always gotten away with it, no matter who is screwed in the process.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's see if this will
Mm,
let me pull up everything. I'm voice mods up. Come on, Google Chrome, do your thing there, bud. We're on the downhill now. It should be up pretty quick.
Hey, Diane the Crafter, tells me to look up theft by conversion in Florida. It could mean up to 15 years in prison. I'll have to check into that, Diane. I'll definitely look into that. So, just Jay says Squat Pump is great with audio, Coop. Uh, French Psycho, "Mr. Coop, it's not the fan, but the pass to drain the heat from the CPU to the ven ventrad who causes overheating." I have no idea, you're talking Greek to me.
Yeah, that's news to me. See, oh, here, we got Google Chrome. Come on.
Uh, Badger John says, "Coop, have you blown out the computer dust buildup?"
Yeah, I did that about a month ago. I might not have got it all blown out. So, Mama's got to go to the Allmart tonight. So I will probably get a couple more cans of the canned air and I guess take it out the shop and blow it out again.
Yeah,
I'm nervous about putting my compressor to it because it's awful hard.
yeah,
So I'd rather use the canned air. It's
yeah,
not as harsh.
right. Good morning, Queen Bee. Good morning, Shell Bell. How are you?
Good morning, guys. I will be there as soon as I get this. I'm here, but I'm not here. You got my voice in one comment at a time. Okay, there we go. Bam.
Good morning, M. Marsh.
Restore. All right. Where is
It
it?
it's crazy.
Restream.
Diartemis. He could add a house fan pointed at the open case, but the case design is usually to pull air almost like a vacuum over the processor.
Right. Now, I do have a little space heater in the office today. So It could be that. I don't know. Uh, I'll turn the little space heater off and put my fan down there on it and see if that helps.
Uh, Kitty Pants, isn't it too late to appeal the PO? So it wouldn't matter if she doesn't want to admit it. From my understanding, yes, that has came and went from my understanding. So Bill says, Mr. Coop, the problem is that Garland.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, goodness.
Okay, I'm not up. Why am I not? Where's my voice? Where is my voice?
I have no idea. Where'd you leave it at?
Oh, so you can hear me?
I can hear you, but your avatar isn't moving.
Yeah, that's why I didn't think that you could hear me. I'll just refresh real quick since I'm back.
Okay.
Yeah, and that should fix the problem.
All right. And here we are. He'll be right back, guys. Hi, East Texas cowboy. Oh my goodness. So, Big Al says I usually use like a super fan for processors because those factory ones just aren't enough after a while. I agree. Sometimes my tower will start whining if I have too many applications opened on my computer, and then I have to start closing the apps. So, and then the whining stops. But I'm overdue for a new tower.
Do I have a computer plugged into the CPU or USB? No, 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 no. Everything's plugged directly into my computer, and I don't have any other computer plugged into it. All right. So, what did I miss? Of course, my little avatar here is not
Not
doing its
moving.
business. Nope,
No.
nope. So, but let me try and change it. See if maybe that'll. Nope, that's not going to change it. I don't know. I don't know. So you won't be able to see my little thingy, whatever it is.
Michael says, "Welcome to the shit show."
Yeah, yeah. Welcome to the shit show. All right. So D, what did I miss? We still talk. Oh,
Uh,
we're talking about computers now.
yes,
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 sir, Mr. Coop.
still
Or just
talking pooters.
well, we can move on from that. I need to just get off my butt and take it down to Best Buy, and that's probably what I'll do. If I can skate through till Saturday, Mama's off, I can take it in and just drop it off and say here. Because see, I
Right.
don't have anything to do. Well, maybe I could just take it in today and drop it off. Because I've got her computer, I can always use hers. Now, see, hers is the same brand as mine. It's just a little more powerful, and it doesn't do this at all.
Hmm.
So,
That's interesting. That's just crazy.
but I
So,
do think that the people in the chat are right. I think that it's either the power supply is getting too hot or the CPU is getting too hot. So yes,
yeah.
I'm going to blow that out and see if I can get it fixed. All right. Hi, Mr. Coop and guest. It seems I'm in the shit show. Ugh. All right.
Just to make sure, can everybody hear Coop? French Psycho says poopers talks. Can everybody hear Coop? I just want to
E-
make sure.
Everything's seems to be okay here.
Okay. All right.
It's just everybody's used to whenever you talk, it that moves you around your
Right.
avatar. Well, they can't see it on me for some reason today. I don't know. Uh, I guess I could pop out and pop back in. Oh, okay. By the way, 29 degrees here in Long Island. Maybe Mr. Coop can buy. Okay, go for it. Go for it. Go for it. I'll go. Ooh, ah, yeah. Everybody says yes. I guess they can hear me. All right. All right. All right. 29 degrees here in Long Island. Maybe Mr. Coop can buy one of those new computers that get seized in bankruptcy from Jeremy. Oh, that's hilarious, Donnie Marie. That is hilarious. Yes, it is. Oh my goodness. Have you opened your PC? Oh, Coop, take the compressor to the inside of your box. Just put your fingers in the fan so they do not overspend. Okay, cool, George. Cool beans. Mr. Kiko, good morning. Loud and clear, Mr. Coop. All right. Yeah, I'm just having some bad luck with this thing here lately. It'll get straightened out. So guys and gals, please do me a huge favor. Hit that like button. Teach old screw tube to send us out into the interwebs. Please. Yeah, thank you. Lisa, good morning. Don't know that I want to see your thingy. Okay. Okay. What do you got to say? Something to bark about. Computer fun. Thank you so much. Something to bark about. Thank you. I've been thinking about having the video card upgraded to something a little bit better, because the video card I have, it's not really that great. It was old when it was put in this thing. Okay, cool beans. So yeah, I thank you for supporting the channel, Dangerous Ways Things. Thank you. And Jay, if you're still out there, man, you popped in and I had the mumfuggles with the computer. So glad you and Ketchup popped in to say hi this morning. Means a lot to me. Sure does. French Psycho, Chuck E. Cheese. Yes, they run cool, but have a low heat tolerance. All right. Well, everybody's talking computers now, so let's talk Lynette and Crook.
Okay.
Oh, and thank you so much. Something to bark about. Thank you. Where'd my little window go? Oh, I hear a baby bird in there talking to us.
Thank you, my friend.
And Shell Bell come in with a $10 super chat. Thank you so much, Shell Bell. Thank you.
Thank you, my friend.
All right. So, you ready to pull this video up?
Yeah. Do you remember where we left off at?
Yeah, matter of fact, when we stopped it yesterday, I haven't played it since, so it'll start
Okay.
right back where we left
Okay.
off.
Cool
I'm going to
beans.
try and turn off a couple of these windows and stuff, because it seems like when I have Discord open on my computer, it seems like it does that every time. I could be wrong. I don't know. But anyway, I'll pull it up. Let's go here, click this. I go here, click this. Go back to home tab, click here. Share that beautiful bean footage. There we go. Get rid of this. And by the way, good morning, Shell Bell. How you doing, girly girl? All right, you guys ready to dive into this?
Let's do it to it.
All right. Now, this is where D and I left off yesterday. It is Lynette's, what do you call that? Testimony in the
Yes.
Ohio courts. All right.
I mean, no child should be involved in what's happening.
Can you hear
to
it, D?
us.
Yes.
We want the child to be saved. And frankly, we think the best thing is to be with family. Not us.
Her biological siblings, kids her age that she can interact with versus being isolated. Because the fact that she moved here to save the child, the Christmas event that the Fleas hosted for her totally debunked that whole narrative.
Oh, wait, there were
the child's fine.
child. There were snot-nosed kids all over.
All over. She was hugging random strangers.
Oh, Felisa's got the long-term Felisa flu.
The child was sitting on Felisa's lap in a vehicle.
Do you think
she wasn't wearing a face mask?
Child got the long-term Felisa flu?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh boy.
So her own PR team debunked that narrative.
And then she goes on to say, then CPS was, Children's Services was getting called. Everybody was called. I was just nonstop. They're trying to steal my child. Listen, we have never tried to steal a child, and that is just downright defamation.
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
I had myself muted.
Oh.
Let's talk about that for a minute. All these mysterious CPS calls. I'm still trying to figure out how it jumped from 31 to 41 in less than a month.
Well, I believe a lot of that has to do with follow-ups. I don't believe they were individual calls, because was there or was there not a plan in place? And I believe that they may have been following up.
Oh, so you might think that she's saying that it's 41 calls when it's actually a bunch of follow-ups.
Could be. And she
Could be.
could be embellishing the amount of follow-ups. I don't know.
We know she's embellishing because I mean, I've only seen CPS at her place once. You remember right after
Let's
what was it?
see. Was that before or after the oh gosh.
It was right after they rescued Lloyd.
Okay.
I think it's because the sheriff deputy corporal, I think it was, called him. I might be mistaken, but I know that the child service people came out and had a police officer with them. We saw that on dash cam. Remember that?
Yep.
That actually came from the police department. So I don't think she's had. I think this number is very embellished. I really don't think she's had this many interactions. If she has, I think I agree with you. It could be follow-ups. But she wouldn't even let the last one that we saw on footage. She wouldn't even let him on the property.
Yeah, and why wouldn't she? I mean, what's there to hide if everything is fine?
Right.
So
I don't understand. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't believe that there's been 41. A little overinflated, garnering sympathy, outrage. So, and she openly admitted to Tug that one person gave their name at who
Yes.
called. So
Yes, she did. She adamantly said who that individual was and that they literally called. Now that individual claims, "Oh, I was just calling to inform them of who Jeremy Hales was." I don't know. I don't know.
I
We
don't
will.
know.
It'll come out eventually. You ready, girl?
Absolutely.
We want to see this child saved. We want to see the people of Otter Creek saved. We want to see the animals saved. And so he asked, well, how many times has CPS been called? She goes, 41. I don't know how all of a sudden 10 have been added to the 31. 41 times. And Justin says, well, do you still have custody of the child? And she goes, absolutely.
He did ask her, has any of them been substantiated? She said none.
Oh.
However, when Shara was covering her story,
there's case plans.
There's case plans that
Absolute
they posted.
Case plans.
Why does she need a
You don't have
potty?
a case plan. You don't have a porta potty on the property without the case plan stating that you must have something for that child to go to the bathroom in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, D.
Yes.
So is that the reason why they have the porta potty? I thought they brought it in for the Christmas event.
I thought they brought it in for the construction crew.
Oh, that's right. I remember it was for the fence, wasn't it? It was for the fence.
Yeah, it was for the construction crew. That's so we don't know what is the actual reason for the porta potty. What
I
was
don't
it?
know. She never had one before. All she had was a blue bucket for years.
So
So they bring it in for the construction crew, and it just stays. Well, that shit's not free. You have to
No.
pay by the month.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
who's paying for that? Oh, let's see. Maybe it's only me paying for that.
It's mind-blowing. So, and I don't even how often would that have to be pumped? Not only on top of the rental, but do they charge to have it pumped as well?
I don't know. I don't think they charge you. I think since you're paying a monthly rate, they just come out and they pump it and do whatever they need to do to maintain it. I don't know when they come out. You would think if it's sitting there for a month that they would come out at least once a month. I don't know. I know I see them everywhere when you go to events, but
Yeah.
what you got to say, bearded man Steve? My question is, how many CPS visits had she had on her during her adult life? Bet it's a high number. I never even thought about that. Look at
Yeah.
all the grandkids. The grandkids were literally taken from her by CPS, were they not?
Right? Mhm.
Huh.
So you got to look at, I mean, is she counting total as in total from the time her grandkids were taken from her, going through up to Northport, going through up to current day. I don't
Right.
know. I don't know.
Philip
But
Kraft. Good morning. I didn't see you come in, my friend. Good morning. How you doing?
could you
Ah,
imagine that porta potty during the summer? The
uh,
stench, the smell?
uh, I mean, Mom and I, we do a lot of craft shows down here. And summertime, they still do craft shows, even though it's hot as Satan's buttocks out there. Those things, you can smell them. You can definitely smell them, especially when it's around 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. They are ripe. So I can just imagine the smell in that thing.
Well, not
Uh,
only that, the bacteria, the
right.
germs. Hmm.
Now, I do know that the porty potty people, when they bring them out, that they have like blue liquid down in the bottom of it. That's supposed to help fight the odors and smells, but I don't think that it does a very good job. But then again, we only have 2 people that are using it right now. So how long it takes before they come and pump it, I don't know. I would think with just 2 people using it, it wouldn't be that full that fast.
Right. Good morning, Jen.
Good morning, Jen. How you doing, girly girl? Kitty Pants, how you doing? D. Oh, where did it go? Where'd it go? Ha ha ha. Holy hit. Okay. Okay. All right, let's get on with it.
If it's unsubstantiated, all lies. All lies.
Yep.
Yep.
Remember the recording that Shara shared where Lynette said she wanted Jeremy Hales put down like a dead effing dog. Shara was like, well, this is good. They can give you the services you need. She goes, what services? We don't need any services. Again,
Oh, we're going to get to the dead effing dog because she's questioned on it. And boy, does she lie through her tooth. Her tooth. So Justin asked, have you ever threatened Jeremy Hales or George? No! Have you ever brandished a firearm? No! I have not! Have you ever requested anybody else to threaten to contact Jeremy Hales or George? No, I have not! Have you petitioned them to defame him? You know, Fleesa, Deuce, Paint Chips, Vomit, Stupid
he
Lane,
specifically
Bonehead,
names,
Marley Huge.
well,
No!
he specifically calls out 2 fleas,
You
Vomit,
Oh, constantly,
and
constantly.
Paint Chips.
With all the witnesses, he's
and
calling
then
them out.
other YouTubers.
And this becomes very important at the end with his closing statements because he throws them all under the bus, stating that they are all using Lynette and Crook as pawns for fame and fortune. Again, we will get to that.
Yes.
Oh, and
He says other YouTube channels. He doesn't specifically name them, but he specifically named 2 fleas, Vomit, and Paint Chips.
And he goes on to ask, have you ever witnessed Crook doing any of these things? And she doesn't answer the question. She says, we want nothing to do with them. We want them to leave us alone. We want to live in peace. We want them to live in peace. Leave us alone. That's interesting. How is it that she wants us to leave her alone when they keep violating the civil protection or literally giving videos of our comings and goings to third parties? But they want nothing to do with this, and yet they continue to add fuel to the fire.
Yeah, rolling down her window, communicating, actively participating in these anti-WhatTheHale social medias. And then she goes on to say that her daughter's life has been taken from her. How is her life taken from her? Because she can't play on the street, on the road?
Well, we'll get to she wants nothing more than to have her daughter play in the road.
Yeah. She goes, I just want to I want them to be happy and to go about their own business and to leave us alone. That's all we have ever wanted. To be happy, go about our business. We actually run a real business.
Yeah. There's multiple insane people who have shown up at our doorsteps in Florida saying, I'm going to live in a tent on your property. Because they don't understand sarcasm. They don't understand humor. And it's literally the same. Go. You are not welcome here. It's not our problem that you have the issue that you can't understand.
All right, D, what you got to say, girl?
Excuse me. I need to understand, why is playing in the road so important to LMNOP if she's claiming There are so many vehicles on that road. I cannot wrap my head around that.
Well, that's what she's complaining about, all of the cars and Jeremy Hales creating all of the cars being up and down the road. And that's the reason her child can't play in the road.
But why would she want her child to play in the road?
I think she's living in the past. Because if you remember correctly, back when we were kids, we could literally play in the road if we wanted to. Because I mean, we're Xers, you know, we did all kinds of crazy stuff. I mean, the kids played on sidewalks and in the road all the time on roads that didn't have much traffic. That's probably what she's doing. She's trying to say that her kids should be able to play in the road today like she was back in the 70s or 80s. Well, it's a different world now. It's a lot faster pace.
So, okay, so let's roll with that just for a second. Okay, your kid gets out there and doesn't the little girl, doesn't she have like I don't know what it's called, where she gives her medications through a tube? Is that a J tube?
Yeah, yeah, you
Okay.
got it. It's something like that. Yeah.
All right. So why would you want them out there playing in the dirt and the sand and everything like that and taking the chance of getting dirt and sand around that area, it possibly becoming infected? Why
Yep.
would you want to take that chance? Wouldn't you want to provide a safer play environment for them? Someplace where they're not going to get that site infected with dirt and bacteria and all kinds of nastiness.
Exactly. Dan Davis, what you got to say? Mr. Coop, the blue chemical in the porta potty is to break down the toilet paper. Thank you so much, sir, for the $5 super chat and the explanation of the blue liquid.
Thank you, my friend.
Thank you so much, Dan. All right. What else you got to add to that there, girl? Oh my goodness, here comes Susie. LP. What's that? Fake week appearance?
In
court?
court, didn't face Judge Grabe. Hope Judge Hinkle sees it too.
All right. Thank you so much, Susie. Much appreciated, girly girl.
Thank you, my friend.
Big Al, we used to ride our bikes up and down the street and the sidewalk in our neighborhood. Yep. But that was a lot different then. Yeah, exactly, Big Al. Things are not the same as they were when we were kids. People nowadays society nowadays is a lot faster pace. You got cell phones. We didn't have cell phones when we were kids, D. And you take cell phones in the hand of an idiot behind the wheel of a car. It's just things are so much different now. You can't play in the street. But I
No.
understand what you're going for with the getting her feeding tube or whatever it is, infected. It's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, on with the show.
Stand humor. You're not going to be on our property. Don't ever come. And we've had people literally go, the Lord told me to come and talk to you to live on your property. I'm going to live in a tent. I'm going to live off of your. Has anybody ever seen any videos of these people? No. They left. They did the right thing. Crook and Lynette? No. Justin asked Lynette, who's the instigator in all of this? Her answer isn't Jeremy Hales. Her answer is mostly Jeremy Hales. She admits with her answer that she instigates. I could not believe it. Her answer is mostly. I'm sure he prepped her beforehand and said, you're going to say Jeremy Hales. Not her. Mostly. Jeremy Hales is the instigator. We just want him to leave us alone. Oh, and she goes, well, the one incident at the post office. And she's asking who's the instigator, Jeremy Hales or her. Okay. And she goes into George at the post office incident. So Lynette is so dumb going, Jeremy or George instigating. And she goes, well, it's mostly Jeremy, but it's George. I was at the post office. She literally says, John Crook and I were arguing and her car wasn't there and I got out and I needed my mail and I was charged illegally by this court. Can you imagine being the judge right now, being told that what you did was illegal?
That's rich. That's rich.
Yeah. Doesn't the restraining order say no contact? You were to leave immediately. So yeah, dummy, you were charged. I sent you something messenger. Thank you, Carol. Thank you for the $1.99 super chat. I will check it out, girly girl.
That's just crazy. Illegally charged. Wait, what? Can somebody make that make sense? It's
Most definitely. Oh, let me see what she's got to say here. Oh, the wheel of death. The wheel of death. All right. Not to mention you own over an acre, over a half an acre, and big dream to have your kid play in the street, not on the area or acreage and acre and a half. Come on. Right. I think it was you. It was somebody that was said the other day that you could easily take a piece of plywood, paint it with that chalkboard paint, and she could scribble with chalk all she wants.
exactly.
In the yard. In the yard. What you got to say, Susie? Thanks, Nanny, for rocking the links for chat. Yes, thank you, Nanny. Thank you so much. Thank you, Susie, for the super chat, girly girl. All right, we'll blow this, and I'll go check my emails.
Now, we're not talking Judge Grudge, who in appellate court literally said what he did was illegal. We're talking about a judge who followed the law and did the right things. I couldn't believe it.
She's claiming she didn't see anyone, but then goes on to say she saw Deanna's car. But you just said you didn't see anybody in the post office. When it was myself, Deanna, Brian at the time, and Kevin, the cook.
She looks you square in the eye,
Yep.
square at your phone videoing her.
Yes.
It's just all lies. It's all lies. And criminal charges are coming in Ohio. I didn't even ask Eli to do it. He went, we are filing criminal charges for perjury in Ohio. Go for it. Do it.
So then she confirms exactly what we said. She saw a neighbor, Dan, continue to talk to him instead of leaving immediately. She said, I saw Dan Shannon. I said hi, and then I went home.
Now, D, if I'm not mistaken, George and Deanna were already in the post office when she
Yes.
came in, right?
Yeah. Yes. Yes, they were.
So she saw the car and she saw George and Deanna. Why did she? I know why she proceeded. Intimidation.
Mhm.
Intimidation. Nobody's going to tell her no. That's exactly why she did. Now she wants to cry victim because she gets a charge on it.
It's again, pushing that envelope, testing the waters. How far can I get away with this? Well, after the first contempt, you would think that you wouldn't keep it doing it time and time again.
Good afternoon, Blue. Welcome, welcome. I didn't see you when you came in. Good morning. Good morning. JW, she claimed that she used to walk the child on the shoulder or played with chalk on the road, but JH drives like a psycho. Well, again, we talked about this the other day. The child at the time, before all of this started, okay, at the time, the child was only like 2 or 3 years old before all of this stuff started. So what 2 or 3-year-old kid is out playing with chalk in the road?
Unsupervised.
Yeah. So it doesn't make sense. They're looking to blame Jeremy for anything they can blame him. I think anyway.
It's crazy.
I got a third.
It's
Oh,
insane. It's
exactly. All right, let's boogie.
After massive arguments with John Crook on the way to the post office.
I am being accused of multiple violations.
Well, Justin asked her, he goes, is it true you've been accused of multiple violations? She goes, well, yes. And I sent a text message. And so she goes into this text message that she sent me while she was being deposed and how she was set up and the sheriff came to arrest her, which is the biggest joke in the world. Levy County Sheriff is not going to arrest her, nor have they ever attempted to arrest her.
No.
It doesn't matter how she sent the text message, what the circumstances were for the text message. All that matters is the standard is the law. She sent a text message. She is guilty of violating the civil protection order. Whether it was an accident, whether it was on purpose, the law is the law. You know what? I've sped before on accident. When a cop pulls me over and says, you know how fast you were going? No, sir. I wasn't paying attention. It was an accident. He thinks, he goes, oh, don't worry, I'm not writing you a ticket. No, you broke the law. Next time, pay attention. The law is the standard. She broke the standard, and she's trying to go, well, they were trying to set me up, and I texted him, and they came to arrest me, but I told them it was an accident. Jeez. Couldn't believe it.
All right, D, I got here. Okay. You take Lynette and you take Fleece and you take all these chuckleheads that are all similar in personality, right?
Okay.
How is it that people like them usually misconstrue the law to think it's bad or against them? Or they think of it in a completely different aspect of what the law really is. Am I making sense?
Yes. They will make it fit their narrative, regardless if it's true or not.
I mean, I don't understand how plain English written on a protection order is misconstrued. It says no contact. If you see these people, you leave.
Yeah, no contact means exactly that, no contact. So why would you put yourself in a position to where you are potentially going to be in contact? You should remove yourself from that situation.
All right, Dan Davis, what you got to say? I got a third part joke. Okay. They wanted to see who was the most stubborn. Okay. Floyd, Lynette, or the pigs. After the first week, Floyd moved out. After the second week, the pigs moved out. And Lynette is still there. That's Jesus Christ. That's funny. Thank you so much, Dan, for the super chat, brother. That was funny. I like that. What'd you think, Dan? Or D?
That was hilarious.
Floyd moved out. The pigs moved out. Lynette's still there. That's funny. All right, Les Boogie. You got anything to say on that left?
No. Let's go.
All right.
How is everything a setup?
She's like, I was set up in a 7-hour deposition. It was horrible. Well, Deuce said, it's appalling. It was appalling. Insanity. And then he starts asking questions about the deposition. He's like, so Jeremy Hales brought a lawsuit against you and you were being deposed in it? She goes, oh, yes. No. Lynette brought a suit against me, not us, against me in Levy County. She was being deposed for. So she lies under oath again. She brought the legal action against me. Judge Grudge was found to be biased. He was operating unlawfully, illegally, and the appellate courts kicked him out, and then she dropped it. And she's claiming under oath in Ohio court that I brought this action against her. Wrong. I didn't bring thumbnail case. I didn't bring trespass 5 case. I didn't do any of this. You take Crook and Lynette out of the equation, guess what? Life is normal. If we're doing this for YouTube fodder, a bad neighbor story, why has nobody seen anything in regards to our neighbor?
Okay, D, I've heard Jeremy say this several times, and I've never heard the term. What is this fodder thing?
It's content, storyline, made up things to generate money. It's just a term that BBB likes to throw around. So.
Oh, okay. But I've always been curious because I've never used the term. I never even heard of the term. So now that you explained it, now I know. I kind of thought that's what it meant, but I wasn't sure. I wanted to ask somebody. Thank you.
First here in Ohio, except healthy relationships with pleasant people that we love and love us.
Well, if we were doing this for YouTube fodder, wouldn't we be sitting across the street from her property trying to get them every day, 24 hours a day, posting it online?
Crook see me more than 2 times in 2 years? He said 2 years.
My notes say 1 year.
So, at this point, well, it could have been 1 year. I mean, there's so much going on. Again, so much going on. At this point, Eli, objection! And the judge, because this is...
There we go, D. Buffed old man gave us the definition. Filler material that's trashed. Typically
Right.
fodder. Oh, there you go. You were typing while I was reading. Yeah, go ahead, girl.
Yeah, it's just technically, if you want to be technical about it, it is food that straw silage that you feed to animals.
Oh, okay.
Yes, right. Technically. I was trying to be nice.
Kitten pants, what you got to say? Those kinds of people want it a certain way and will twist and turn it to make sure, cause a little bit of doubt. Oh, I got you. I got you. And then what they say is not true. Right. I got you. I
Yeah.
understand it. Do you understand that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you so much, kitten pants. That is kitten pants, right? PANTSSSSSS.
Yes.
All right. Man, I'm telling you, but people have some amazing, how can I say this? Imaginations when it comes to choosing YouTube handles. You know,
Right.
some of the names that come across the screen are just wow. All right, let's get back to it.
This is going nowhere. This is going over things that have already been adjudicated. They've already been decisions on. They've been found guilty on. We are wasting court time, and nobody wants to be there in the first place. Court's not fun. And the judge tells Justin, you need to ask direct questions and get direct answers. And so Justin asks Lynette, did you send a text to Jeremy Hales? She says yes. And did Jeremy Hales turn you into the sheriff? And she says yes. The next day, sheriff showed up to arrest me, and it was sent accidentally. They stopped arresting me when I told them it was an accident. And Justin says, so the sheriff investigated each violation and found no violations at all, ever in Levy County. She says, well, yes, they investigated each violation. And he goes on to say, did you ever harm Jeremy Hales? No. And this is where the insanity comes out, where she says, I want my child to play in the road. She literally, the fake crying goes on again. I want my child to play in the road. And I just want him to leave me alone. I would never go on his property. I would never violate this. She literally says, I would never violate this order. How many times has she been found guilty already of violating the order?
Multiple.
You know, I find it amazing how all of these people like to just start crying at the drop of a dime, a drop of a dime. They can turn it on and turn it off that quick. And they all seem to be the same kind of people.
True.
I mean, people that are out there sponging money off of people for benches that don't exist,
Right.
sitting there grifting for a child that's sick. I mean, these people can just sit there and turn the waterworks on and off and expect people to believe in them, to take sympathy in them. I don't. Lisa is one of the most amazing people when it comes to turning it on and off. I mean, she can be sitting there crying her eyeballs out, and 2 seconds later, like it never even happened, talking normally. I know when I've ever been upset, it takes me a good 10, 15 minutes to catch my composure.
Yeah.
If I'm really upset, you know what I mean?
Right.
Wow. Anyway, just want to throw that out there.
She'll never violate the order. I want my child to play. I don't think I have to say this to people with common sense. The road is no place for a child to play on. You got 1.66 acres. Clean it up and play there.
Well, there's an entire fenced-in playground behind Town Hall that she could take the kid to run around in. But she talks about how she wants her little girl to chalk on the road. She has this obsession
It's gravel.
with the child chalking in the middle of the road. The same road that she says people fly and do upwards to 70 miles per hour.
Says I do. And then complains that I drive too slow. Complains when I drive too fast. Complains when I drive too slow. There's no winning.
She wants the child to ride her bike in the road. How is that safe for the child? You moved Otter Creek to... save the child.
Here's the other thing that I find rather interesting when we're talking about this playing in the road. There is an Otter Creek Park behind Town Hall. Now, they've taken all the basketball hoops down, but the court is still there. You can go put chalk on the actual blacktop, not gravel, blacktop of the basketball court. Now, the swings are taken down, but there's a big open field that Richard actually mows, and you can ride a bike in it.
Now, let's talk about that for a minute, D. I've literally been there. Okay, where they live and where Town Hall is not that far. It's not like it's clear across town 5 or 6 miles. It's just right up the street. Jeremy makes a good point. Why doesn't she take the child to the park?
I don't know.
I mean, the park is clean. It's not filled with a bunch of garbage, and it's private. The kid can play till her heart's content. Oh, maybe people, huh?
It doesn't make sense. I mean, why would you not take them there? It's not, you're not going to have the fear of them getting hit by a vehicle. What if somebody's not paying attention to the road and, God forbid something bad happens? You would want them to play somewhere safe, right?
Right.
So why the damn road? That's what's killing me. I don't get it.
I don't either. I mean, I never even thought about the park, up until now, until Jeremy, mentioned it in his video. And they're right, because nobody goes in there. It's just a vacant park. And I don't think there's any kids that hang out there at all. So why can't she just hop on her little e-bike and take the child down to the park, take her an umbrella, sit down on the grass, and let the kid chalk all she wants?
Right.
She don't have to worry about cars and trucks, and she don't have to worry about anything.
Exactly. Maybe I'm not seeing her point. I don't know, but in my logic, I'm thinking you want them to be somewhere safe where nothing bad is going to happen. And
Right.
if playing in a road, how is playing in a road safer than either A, playing on your own property, okay, or B, playing in a park where you have 100% bird's eye view, you're not distracted by a car coming, or you're not distracted by a stray dog running down the road, you're not distracted by anything else. You're right there and you're right on top of that child, and she could even use the chalk and chalk with her on that blacktop.
Right. Most definitely. I think she's just using that phrase where she always talks about my kid can't chalk on the road. I think she's trying to use that over and over again as a sympathy tactic, trying to gain sympathy that, oh, my poor child. Well, people are a lot more logical nowadays. Take her to the park.
Right,
Take her to the
Miyagi?
park.
Miyagi's got a
Here we go.
Why
Yeah.
not buy her a chalkboard?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, Lisa's got over $100,000, so I'm pretty sure there's enough for a chalkboard.
Somewhere in there.
Yeah. All right. You ready?
Yep.
And there's no glass, there's no snakes, there's no nails from their trashed property.
Mm-hmm.
Take the kid to the park. Problem solved.
She can even take her to Cedar Key, where they have a nice park on the beach that's open to the public.
There might be too many snot-nosed people
Oh,
there, George.
that's right.
Snot-nosed. There's nobody goes to the Otter Creek Park.
No.
Nobody.
So they would have the entire park to themselves. They had no problems going to town hall 3 hours early before a meeting started with the child in it.
Didn't let the child go to the park right behind town hall. There's literally a fenced gate. You could have went behind the town hall building right into the park. 3 hours. Made a child sit in a vehicle with crook vaping the entire time. Secondhand.
So then she goes on to talk about how there's cameras aimed at her property 24/7, but yet they have cameras aimed at our property
24/7.
Chucky, talking about pythons.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. Pythons aren't up as far as where I'm at. I'm in Central Florida, so they're not up here where I'm at. And so they are definitely not up where Lynette and them are at. It's just way too cold up there. I think around the Naples, Sarasota Beach bum, if he's in here, they might have them down where he's at. but I know they have them down around the Everglades all over the place. But I don't know how far north they go. I know they're not where I'm at. I'm right in the middle. So yeah, but that's funny there. That's funny. They don't have an infestation in
Right.
Otter Creek.
Right.
And then she goes, I want to be left alone. The cameras across the street. We're going to have the cameras petition to have them removed legally. So she thinks in her mind that she can petition to the courts to have us legally remove security.
Well, there's our answer right there. Sarasota, he's down around close to the Everglades, a lot closer than I am. He says they haven't migrated that far yet. So,
Right.
right. Come back here.
Security cameras that are on our property, the 70 acres that are pointing to the road and to the mailbox for people that come to visit Tubetown. Make that make sense. Because if she can petition to have security cameras removed off our property, then we could do the same for her so that they're not blasting our vehicles online, posting our whereabouts, right?
And we're not sending that information to anybody. Not that we're under civil protection orders. They are.
So then Justin asks, he goes, so with the text messages that you sent to Jeremy, which she admitted she sent text messages and communicated with Jeremy. No one set her up.
I don't even think
she did all this.
We didn't bring this as a violation
No, we
in
didn't.
Ohio court. We didn't bring Walmart as a violation.
Nope.
We didn't bring the text messages.
Nope.
Crook admits Walmart in court under oath. Lynette admits text messaging under oath in court. We didn't even bring these up as violations.
No.
Thank you for doing our job for us.
So he's saying, so this was just a technical issues and not intentional violation, correct? Which we never even reported that. So he's questioning her on things that are irrelevant.
Susie, not even room enough for 2 cars on that road to pass and stay in road, right? Exactly. Have you you've seen the road, right, Dee?
Yes, I have.
It's just an old country town road. It's 1 lane.
Right.
If you've got 2 cars coming, somebody's getting off on the shoulder. Well, both of them more than likely.
Right.
Straddle the edge of the road on both sides.
Yep.
All right. Thank you so much, Susie. Means a lot to me, girly girl.
And then he says no further questions.
No further questions for his client. But Eli, he's got a lot of questions, and it's about to go down. Mm-hmm. What you got, George?
All right, so at this point, it's 11:13. Remember, the goal was to be at a Skyline Chili, sitting down by noon. I don't know where Skyline Chili is, but that was the goal. So we're making pretty decent timing, I would guess.
Justin has given up at this point. He knows he is literally in a losing battle. There's no way he can win. Mm-hmm. All of his witnesses have destroyed themselves, destroyed the case, the credibility. And he knows it's done. They are going to be found guilty. The civil protection orders are going to be extended. Mm-hmm. And his last-ditch effort at the end in closing arguments is to throw the entire anti-WhatTheHales ecosystem under the bus, which we'll get to.
Which
so
we'll get
Eli
to.
stands up and he starts questioning her. He goes, and now, Miss Preston, you were held in contempt twice in the past, right? She goes, yes, I was legally found violating wrongfully.
She tells the court wrongfully she was held in contempt. Imagine
I'm surprised she didn't use the word fraudulently like she has. That was her favorite word, but she kept using the word wrongfully.
Oh, Lisa, that you nailed it, girl. People trying to understand a narcissist is going to end up with a huge headache.
Right.
Yeah, that's one of those conundrums that you just can't figure out people like that, because they're never wrong. They're always right.
Exactly.
And he said, and this court has found enough.
Wait, hold a second. She also said, he got the CPOs with perjured evidence. Okay, keep going.
Oh, that was going to be my next line.
Oh, okay. I missed some things then.
He said, so Eli said, so this court found enough evidence to issue the civil stalking protective order against you. And she goes, yes, they had an ex parte with false evidence that she admitted to, and so did Crook.
So what I got, he got the CPO with perjured evidence. It must be further down on your page.
He said,
and he says, the court found you guilty, correct? And she goes,
Well, he had to remind her we had a full hearing.
Yeah.
This court had a full hearing on the evidence and still found you guilty.
And she goes, that is not true. And he goes, well, you're under a civil protection order, correct? And she goes, I'm wrongfully under a civil protection order.
By the courts.
And he goes, hold a second. You provided your own video of rolling down your window and saying to George, so afraid. Mm-hmm. And she goes, I was speaking to my phone.
Now remember,
she rolled down her window to speak to her phone. Makes sense, right? She had to roll it down to speak to her phone. Because whenever I speak to my phone, I make sure the window is down.
her story has changed, right? The first time she said this, she said she was speaking to a passenger.
Yep, so she said she was speaking to it. First, she said it never happened.
Yes.
Then she said she was speaking to a passenger.
Correct.
Then we found out she submitted the video to Levy County Sheriff.
Yes.
Then we got it through FOIA request.
Yes.
She rolls the window down, communicates with George.
Yes.
Now she's saying she was communicating with her phone. And of course, whenever you communicate with your phone, because, you know, people like to talk to their phones, you gotta roll the window down. That's an absolute. Yeah, that doesn't fly too well with the judge.
Yeah. I think people can read between the lines and see her inconsistency and her BS. And then she said she was recording for her safety.
She goes, just like Jeremy says, I'm recording for my safety. So you see, everything we do in life, they mimic. When Georgia said, I'm in counseling because of this, then Lynette went into court and said, I'm in counseling because of this. When we say we're recording for her safety, now she was recording for her safety. And I could give you 100 more examples. But Eli pulls up the audio and goes, okay, you know what? Let's go ahead and let's listen to this because we're having IT issues at this point.
Screen sharing wasn't working.
Video has already been shown a month ago.
Correct.
And he goes, let's just pull this up. And he goes, I'm going to play this audio for you. And in it, she goes, so afraid. She's terrified with the window down. She goes, yeah, that's my video. And Eli goes, so you're alleging that these things aren't true? You never said this? And she goes, well, I was speaking to my phone wrongfully. Her hands are all.
Oh, that's right. My wife, look at there, talking to your phone while recording. Okay, what is she? Why is she messing with her phone while she's driving, D?
I don't know, but I need to remember to roll down my window the next time I talk to my phone.
Oh, my thing is, what is the phone outside the car?
I don't know. I don't know.
What does she drive down the road with it hanging out the window? I don't know. This crazy woman. But yeah, somebody else said something about telling the judge how to do their job. Where was that at? Oh, Kitten Volunteer says nothing like telling the judge they're not doing their job in front of the judge. Yeah, see, these morons, they constantly do this. They constantly make these accusations and statements ridiculing what the judge has said and done, you know, in their rulings. How do they think that's going to play out?
Well, you know, I'm quite sure that that poor judge probably did 1,000 eye rolls and did a lot of palm planting on their forehead during this whole thing. Because it's like you cannot, no matter how hard any of us try, we cannot make any of this up.
Well, think about it. A judge is pretty powerful. You know, they're casting judgment over you. Why would you antagonize these people? You know, they literally have your freedom in their hands.
Well, remember now, apparently she believes that the law and the rules do not apply to her. Okay. So that's the reason why she probably says what she says, because she feels that she was wronged, when in all actuality, she is the one who gave the court reason and gave the evidence to put a protection order against her.
But now let's not forget, when it comes to law, she thinks that she deserves all the law in the world when she wants to harass Jeremy with it.
Exactly. So, like I said, in her mind, in her twisted little mind, that everybody is wrong and she's right. So when she said that in court, she felt that, that was her right to do so. I mean,
Right,
I
right.
I would I would never tell a judge, "Oh, you were wrong when you did this." I would never do that. Never.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, this judge could literally, right there from the bench, say contempt, contempt, and you're going to jail. And I don't know. I don't know. It's crazy. When it's against her, it's all illegal. But when it's for her, why aren't they doing anything? She'll call the police. It's crazy.
Right.
All right, let's go.
All up with all this gaudy nastiness all over. I mean, she just looks. She makes you want to puke.
Why?
She is a horrible individual.
Why did she roll down her window? Had she not rolled down her window and communicated with me,
She would have been okay.
she would have been fine. I wouldn't have had to call Levy County Sheriff. We wouldn't have had to go back to the Ohio courts to file contempt charges for her communicating with me.
I had to close the window. Bugs are flying in. It's getting dark outside. We've been videoing for filming for about 6 hours now.
Yeah, it was a long day. There's a lot to talk. There's a lot to chew on. There's a lot to digest.
So much.
There's a lot to uncover. And so he brought up, here's where he debunks her and her lie, where she says she only has one Facebook page that's private. He goes, on your Facebook group called Otter Creek Standing in the Trash, you've posted, and then he pulls up Exhibit E.
I forget what exhibit is, but it's Slay the Narcissist.
Yes.
And this is where it gets hilarious.
Now,
again.
remember, she lied and said she doesn't have social media presence. She only has a private Facebook group. Here, she's admitting that she has Otter Creek Standing in her trash. And
On another lie.
Eli addresses the one post where she brings up how to slay the narcissist. And she immediately starts giggling, and she goes, I live with a narcissist. Crook is a narcissist.
Crook is on Zoom, just taking it.
Yeah.
And taking it, and taking it, and taking it, and taking it.
And over. And she goes, and we have problems.
He's probably dealt with her saying this stuff about him for so many years. He just doesn't even faze him anymore.
It's crazy. I cannot. I just can't understand why you would continue to violate a protection order. Why would you feel that you have that you're not doing anything wrong? Maybe it's because she feels that Ohio doesn't pertain to her being in Florida. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. A judgment is a judgment. I don't care if it comes right there in your hometown or comes from clear across the United States. You better listen to it or you're going to get in trouble just like she's doing.
Exactly.
All right.
And everybody knows it. I didn't post that for JH.
So Eli goes, so this is all in relation to Crook? And she goes, yeah. Now, keep in mind, Crook was already found guilty for telling me to suck his mushroom. Mm-hmm. And he testified that he was saying that to Lynette. Now Lynette's playing the same game, saying, no. The narcissist is Crook. I want him slain. Listen, slaying anybody is not okay. Mm-mm. How stupid to even say anything under oath about anybody being slain.
Correct. And if she truly felt that way about Crook being a narcissist and she wanted to slay him, look up the term slay. It's not a pleasant term. Why hasn't she ran to the courts to file to get an injunction on him?
Oh, it gets better. Third party contact, she completely and totally admits it.
So then he goes on to question her about her connection with Two Fleas.
Yeah, he goes, you got a connection with Fleesa? And she literally, on the record, recorded, says, she puts our word out. She tells our side of the story.
Our truth.
I mean, come on! Third party violation. Hundreds. We're talking hundreds. And she just admits it. Admits it all. Under oath. On the record. I'm mind blown. I'm completely and totally mind blown. Mm-hmm. She admits the conspiracy. She admits that they're doing it for her. She admits they're her voice. She admits it all. They're telling her side of the story. They put her word out. She gives them the word. Felisa puts it out. All on the record, and will be used against Felisa in court in Ohio as well.
When Eli says, "Isn't it true that you posted the two fleas are your voice?" She goes, "I may have.
Pickle Tink, what you got to say, girly girl? Hello, everyone. I hope that everyone is having a great day. I feel like I have been gone for way too long. I must do better. Girly girl, welcome back. I hope you're doing okay. D, you got anything to say?
Good to see you, Pickle Tink.
I've missed her. She hasn't been around, but I'm glad you're back. Pull up a chair. Enjoy. Thank you for the super chat, girly girl.
Actually, they share both sides of the story.
So I wrote down, yes, she's my voice. So I don't have the I may have. I have, I don't know if you can see that or not, above my fingers. Yes, she is my voice. So at some point, Lynette said, yes, she is my voice.
Okay, I probably missed that. So then she goes on. So then Eli questions her. He goes, "Isn't it true that you made a post that if you go and watch the two fleas, you can see both sides?" And
he goes on and on. This post and this post and this post and this post about Felisa and this post and this. And Lynette's response is, "It's called freedom of speech." Yeah. That's her response.
And how she thanked two fleas for doing what she's doing. She thanked her. She's not stopping her. She's thanking her. She's encouraging her. She's championing her. She's cheering her on. Not stopping her from doing what she's doing, because two fleas is known to speak directly to you, directly at you, hashtagging #WhatTheHales and @ @WhatTheHales. And then she does, will confirm that she says, yes, it's called freedom of speech. I bet Paint Chips was the one who put that in her head.
I don't know. But he then goes on to say, Eli goes on to say, you are aware, and isn't it true that Felisa has stated that she's your PR team? And Lynette goes, no, never. Now, you realize the website, the PR team, the sound clip has already been submitted in last month as evidence. It's already done. It's already in. And so it's already there. And now she's going, no, it never happened. There is sound and images of PR for Lynette. So she goes, I haven't spoken to Felisa in over 9 months. Does she provide you money? This is huge for bankruptcy court. Mm-hmm. You know what? Let's not even talk about the money. I want to save that for bankruptcy court. I don't want Felisa oh boy, the money issue. The money issue was huge on the record in court. So let's skip the money issue because Felisa is watching all this like a freaking fat hound. And we're not giving her anything.
That's fine. Eli does ask her, isn't it true that you direct people to go watch her channel? And she said yes.
Bum, ba-dum, bum. Oh, man. Busted. So then...
is DW not feeling well? Did I miss her comment?
I think she said she needed to go elevate her arm.
Oh, she's got, tried to get the swelling down. Have a blessed day. You too, girly girl. Thanks for coming in and helping out. I appreciate you a lot. Have a good day. So
then Eli, I'm going to talk just a little bit about the money. Mm-hmm. So she gave you money for a lawyer here today, didn't she? And so there's a huge discussion about money. Now, the money with Felisa and the lawyer has already been put on the record. I made sure it was on the record for future litigation. And then he goes on to about the cameras. So we're going to go cameras and lawyer. And she says, you got cameras on your fence. Yeah. Your cameras record him December 7th. She goes, my cameras record everyone. Yeah, Miss Preston. And this is the judge now goes, Miss Preston. She's putting her back into alignment because she's going, I have to record all the stalkers, all of his fans that come down the road. Who's the one fan that was so unhinged, so mentally disturbed that they literally bought property across the street from us? the person in court. I just can't even fathom. Can't even fathom.
And then at one point, he's saying that the Ohio courts is taking longer than we anticipated, correct? And she goes, yes. Because court just doesn't happen overnight. It takes time. There's been delays. At one point, the judge wanted a conference status hearing to find out where they were at. And at that point, they said they were in the process of getting an attorney.
It's added more and more and more violations.
Yes.
And I promise you, it's going to escalate even more. The anti-WhatTheHales ecosystem, after they see all this, is going to escalate even more. Even more.
She said, I don't keep dates in my head.
Because he's asking, did you give Fleesa the recording from December 7th? And so she goes, I don't keep dates in my head, da-da-da-da-da. And she goes,
Now, D, if I'm not mistaken, during the protection order that she tried getting against Jeremy, did she not tell Judge Grudge that her mind is she's easily keeps that stuff in her mind?
Yes, she did.
So she's only stupid when it applies to trying to get herself out of trouble.
Right.
Jesus Christ. Oh my.
on to say, I don't know what day. And he goes, who controls the cameras? And she goes, John and I do, both of us. And then how did the video get to Tully's the very same day where Jeremy and George were back in Otter Creek? She goes, I don't know. Well, hold a second. You just said you and Crook control the cameras. And he goes, you gave the videos to Fleesa, didn't you? And she goes on to say, Fleesa keeps an evidence file for us because I don't have a computer. Instead of saying, yes, I did, it's Fleesa keeps an evidence file for us. I don't have a computer. She's the holder of everything. Yeah, in other words, you gave her the videos and she's broadcasting them and you're in violation and she's going to be held accountable for it.
What you want to bet that evidence is gone now, D?
She also said that Levy County Sheriff has a file folder of evidence for her as well. Did you catch that in your notes?
I didn't write it down, but I remember.
So then he goes into Exhibit K, where it is a image of your truck when we returned back to Otter Creek and didn't announce it, but Two Fleas had no problems sharing with the whole world.
Well, he said, Eli says, you agree you're giving videos to Fleesa. And she goes, I stopped that 8 months ago.
Wait, she stopped giving her videos.
Dum.
How did she stop giving videos to her 8 months ago? So if she stopped giving them videos 8 months ago, where did all these new videos come from?
Crook, supposedly. but didn't 2L say that she had access to the cameras at one time?
Yes, she did. Yes, she did. But that's curious though. She keeps all of the evidence for them. Don't you think that they're going to subpoena wanting to see that stuff?
Absolutely.
And if they can't get it, are they going to ever produce any of it in discovery? Because they haven't filed for any discovery yet in any court. They haven't provided anything.
Crazy. Interesting. It blows my mind.
Now does it make sense why Eli says you understand that the Ohio courts is taking longer? This has been going on for months.
Wow. And the videos, the hundreds of violations with the videos is a major, major topic. And she goes, I stopped that 8 months ago. Okay, well then Crook was giving them. She's already testified. The only people that have control of the cameras are her and Crook. So she says she was giving them 8 months ago and beyond prior. So Crook was giving them 8 months.
Oh, Crystal, that's a good point. She did have a laptop when she was doing the deposition. Remember that?
Mm-hmm. Where'd the laptop go?
Yeah.
Current day. And I have, they're very deep. I can't even read my writing here.
Well, then she goes on to saying that Jeremy Hales was gone for 6 months.
Oh yeah, she goes on. I was gone for 6 months and all of this.
Know that?
Good question. the people in control are you. So Eli zeroes her back in and says, all right, just summarize. The people in control of the cameras are you and Crook, correct? She says, yes. And you went on. So now the Volpe interview comes up. He goes, so you went on with Volpe. Did a whole interview on Volpe talking about civil protection orders, talking about court when you were told not to, correct? She goes, yes, I did go on.
But she also says, she at this point, she's talking with her hands like this, and you can see all the new jewelry on her fingers. She goes, yes, but I can't remember the storyline because my brain
doesn't work like. By the way, remember, her brain works like that. She can remember everything. That was in Levy County Court. Well, in this court, she goes, my brain doesn't work like that. I can't remember dates. And he goes, so you went on Volpe or on Vomits, and you discussed the CPO and how court was so wrong, right? She goes, it was unjust, and this has been weaponized against us by the court. With the judge
sitting right there.
And then Eli goes, you agree that you actively comment on Felisa's channel. She goes, I have only commented 3 times in the past 9 months, and I had to debunk lies. Well, let's be clear. Felisa blocked her. Felisa has told the world that nobody can trust Lynette, and then decided, since Lynette wasn't going to turn her in anymore for charges, which doesn't matter because it's going to happen in federal court with bankruptcy anyway, she's still going to jail, that she was going to let her back in and try and pretend like none of this ever happened. Like Lynette didn't put all the evidence and information out there of the fraud and the felony fundraising, not giving the money to Lynette. Now they just want to pretend like it didn't happen. Oh, it happened. So now she's only been on there 3 times in the past 9 months.
Yeah. 8, 9
just
months.
Like, just because I watch a video doesn't mean I'm a stalker.
So that's a lie. We've seen her multiple times on Two Fleas Chat being active, and it was more than 3 times. And from what I understand, 2 of her YouTube accounts were blocked, and now she's on a 3rd one. And the name Lynette is in it, but I thought she was burying that name. And she doesn't want to go by Lynette anymore. But yet here she is still commenting on an account with the name Lynette in it. Makes no sense to me. So then she talks about how they have cameras because of all the death threats and the kidnapping threats. Like, what death threats and kidnapping? Like, why wasn't that brought into evidence?
So then Eli talks about death threats. Says, we shared a video here of you talking to Shara Wolf. That you want Jeremy Hales dead like a dog. And boy, does she scramble and backpedal. That's a figure of speech. That was a private conversation. I didn't mean it.
Liz Barnes says, free freaking blue tablet. And Susie come back saying free or freaking free blue tablet. Thank you so much, Susie. Thank you, Liz. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're from.
Hey, Liz.
Oh, thank you so much, Susie.
That's just a figure of speech. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it at all. He goes, oh, okay, well, we listened to another conversation about you wanting your family members to get a hitman to kill Jeremy Hales. That video was played in this court. It's all a lie. It's AI. She literally says, do you hear this? I have vocal cord problems. It was AI. They were playing AI of my voice. It's not real. It's a recorded conversation
between
with
her
Shara.
and Shara. Remember, the journalist that she asked to cover this story.
So now Lynette not only has spinal infusion, like Crook, they're both using that excuse now for disability. She has vocal problems. She has vocal cord problems.
That's what she said. Voice.
I have vocal cord problems. It's all AI. It's all a lie. I never said that. Wow. And Shara already gave testimony that she said all of it.
And then she tried to justify that it was a conversation between 2 people privately. I didn't really mean dead. I just meant like a figurative speech.
And then at that, Eli doesn't have to say anything else. I mean, there's no credibility. The evidence has already been shared. And Eli goes, nothing further. Lynette then goes, this is just disgusting. And the judge goes, be quiet.
She told her to stop talking. Yep.
And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I'm brought back on the stand. I didn't know this was going to happen. Eli says, I'm going to bring in another witness. I don't have any notes for this, so you take it away.
So at this point, it's 11:29. Eli says, Your Honor, I want to bring up a rebuttal witness, Jeremy Hales, back to the stand. And we did not anticipate this happening. We thought we had already testified as witnesses and we were done, and that we would just be in the courtroom taking notes.
All right. Pickle Tink. Her brain fell down. Her brain didn't fall down. Wait. She doesn't have a brain. Thank you, Tickle Pink. That's funny. I love it when these people come back and they have all this fun stuff to talk about.
Right.
You guys have been hilarious today. Thank you, Pickle Tink.
And so you were up there briefly where he discussed in December of 2025, would you agree between December 7th of 2025 or December 8th of 2025 that there was footage or image of your truck posted on Two Fleas? And you said, I don't recall the exact same day, but it was the next day
that we arrived. We flew back. Did we drive or we fly back?
We flew.
Okay, so we flew back. So the next day, we were already back in Otter Creek, but we had so many videos ahead that nobody knew we were in Otter Creek. We had videos from Ohio, so nobody would know we were in Otter Creek on purpose.
So you've got Fleesa,
for our own safety.
You've got Fleesa disseminating images of Jeremy's vehicle, blasting that we're back in Otter Creek, and we didn't mention anything. We didn't say anything. And Eli said, do you feel that that is a threat to your safety? Do you remember what you said?
Everything's a blur at this point.
He answered yes, absolutely, because we didn't announce it, and you've got the harassing channels blasting it all over.
They're inciting harm. They want people to know when we're back so that harm can come to us, and it's very intentional, and it's very, very clear that it's very intentional, and it's a violation of civil protection orders, and they're going to be held accountable for it.
So then he said, Justin steps in and says, were there any threats of harm with the post? And so it's not just.
So Justin gets to cross-examine me again.
Right.
He goes, are there any memes or any threats? I do remember my answer here. I said, listen, every night there's somebody in Fleesa's chat talking about how to take us out, how to do harm to us, how to do something to destroy, to kill us, things along those lines. I have a complete legal journal. Without that journal in front of me, I can't tell you what's happening. Whether it's Luthman, whether it's Crook, whether it's Fleesa, whether they're citing it and they're saying it. Like there's just another one. There was another one the other day from Fleesa. I mean, they said something so horrific that completely and totally proves what they accomplished to do was accomplished, and they'll be held accountable for it for court. So even the comments in the live chat, that's evidence for us. And I went, listen, I have all of this. I can show you a ton of them where there's people, the moron bearded fisherman, homeless, unhinged, mental patient, should be in a hospital, talking about how many different ways to kill us in Florida. Who just went on a live stream with paint chips, all defamatory, which Crook then encourages. Lynette puts comments in and encourages, and we have it all in court. The insanity of it all. So I do remember all of that.
And then he asked, so you believe that these images came from Lynette and Crook? And I
remember my answer. I went, listen, there's only your clients already gave testimony here. Your client just gave testimony. They are in control of the camera. Therefore, the only person that could give video to Fleesa is your clients. Therefore, this is violation of third party. And you already know we're going to go after protective orders against her as well.
Yes.
As we've already been given this testimony here in court. And the judge knows that we're moving in that direction as well as been given testimony in court.
And then you also state that there were no threats. But without Lynette and Crook in the equation, there wouldn't be these communications and these threats. And then...
No, I never said there were no threats. I said I didn't know of any threats if I don't have my journal with me.
With that specific posting.
If I didn't have my journal, I didn't know of any threats. But I did say, you remove Lynette and Crook from the equation. There are no threats. There is nothing. There are no issues. There is no harassment. There is no violations. There is no anything. Our life would be normal again.
So then Eli goes into explaining which exhibits he's going to submit to the courts.
This is standard. This is standard court. So we're done. I'm off the stand now, just so we're all on the same page. Okay. So George is jumping ahead, and we're not clarifying with those who don't know court standards and procedures. I'm off the stand. Now at the end, there's what they call the submission of exhibits. So every piece of evidence that's been shown. So you can object to exhibits, or you can go, yeah, we have no problem. So the judge starts with Eli, all right, mission of exhibits, and here they are. You can give them to the court reporter. And Justin, do you have any objections? He goes, nope. All right, all the exhibits are omitted. And then Justin, you have a submission of exhibits? Yep. And Eli goes, listen, I object to this 10-foot video. It's already been adjudicated. There's no reason for it. And the judge goes, I'll allow it. And frankly, who cares? They've already been found guilty of it. But Eli was going, listen, for court efficiency, why are we going over this again? She goes, I'll allow it. It's just more condemning for them.
Yeah. And then in addition to their attorney, he was going to submit one email, and it was an email between Deuce and Shara. I don't know the contents of that specific email. I wasn't in there, so I don't know. I don't know how it's going to help Lynette Crook's case. And especially since Shara now has information and has testified against them. And then the other exhibit was going to be images or videos of employees driving down North Otter Creek filming their property.
So again, submitting evidence that they are providing videos of us to FLISA. It's a video FLISA put up, images from FLISA. So you're going to you're going to submit for evidence that actually proves our case. Whatever.
Okay, Mercedes.
So 3 pieces of exhibits, which I personally think are weak exhibits. When FLISA says she has mountains of evidence.
Oh. Good. D.
Okay, great.
Where are those mountains of evidence if he only submitted 3 things, which I think are weak exhibits? I'm sure he had a ton, but he was duped by the deuce.
So then we move into closing arguments, and the judge literally goes, "And do you guys want closing arguments?" And Eli goes, "You know what? I'm going to be brief." And Justin doesn't say anything. How about you do Eli's closing arguments and let me do Justin's, because Justin's arguments. Eli is on fire, but Justin would given up and he threw them all under the bus. So you talk about Eli's closing arguments, and then I'll talk about Justin's.
Okay, so it's at this point, taking notes and trying to listen at the same time is a difficult task. I'm going to try my best. It's not going to be verbatim. It's going to be word for word.
But transcripts are coming. They are on. They will be on order tomorrow.
I can give you like a brief synopsis of what was mentioned. So at this point, it's 11:33. Eli goes into saying just because Jeremy has fame and an online presence doesn't mean that he shouldn't have the right, the same safety and protection from harassment as any other person would. And so he said these constant online attacks are giving him anxiety and fear for his safety, and it's an evolution of harassment. So in other words, like every time they've been found guilty, Lynette and Crook, the harassment has escalated and gotten worse, which Justin didn't even know that they've been found guilty multiple times, because I testified to that. And then he talks about how it's anywhere from the signs and the pew-pews falsely accusing Jeremy an ARPist and having his Ohio address doxed and exposing him wherever his whereabouts are, and the harassment has involved. He goes, even the littlest things with communication, with Crook flipping the bird or Lynette intentionally rolling down her window to communicate. Like, all they have to do is stop. Just ignore us. Go the other way.
Crook is shaking his head the entire time in the Zoom camera, going, yeah.
And then he goes, during the second contempt, where they posted up for hours in front of town hall and chose not to leave immediately. They were Crook and Lynette both testified that they arrived there early. Why would you need to arrive there early, knowing that because they knew I was going to be there, telling on themselves. And then he talks about the third contempt, where there's a ton of online harassment and instigated by Lynette and Crook, and that there's harassment of third-party contact. There's direct participation with the YouTube channels. There's hundreds and thousands costing you to have to bring these people to court to get them to stop. Anywhere from them calling you a cult leader to a terrorist to all these other names, and then how Lynette and Crook
PDF file, and Eli went through it all.
Are encouraging people with.
They're trying to encourage people to kill me.
Yes. So whether it's through vomit or paint chips or 2Ls, they've got. He brought out how paint chips are creating these like fake videos of Jeremy doing inappropriate things and dress up as whatever, and it's a disgusting cycle of harassment. And then there's the direct violations, where Lynette and Crook have no credibility. The direct violations, these are like a blatant disrespect for the courts. Here we are in court again, where they have not paid for their fines. They're ignoring the courts with the court costs. They haven't paid any of that.
They owe us thousands. But by the way, when we are awarded legal fees for our lawyer fees, the lawyer doesn't get that. We get that money. So those lawyer fees go directly to us. They have not paid one penny. And Eli does say to the judge, these people are a blatant disrespect for this court.
They haven't even paid a dime of the fines that she charged when she found them guilty in contempt of court. And then he said the judgment of this court has helped him with his safety. However, Levy County Sheriff are talking about the totality of the circumstances, and they're not helping him. It's obviously that they're not willing to help him, and that the CSPO is keeping Jeremy alive.
He literally says that the videoing and the civil protection orders are my insurance policy. It's the only thing why I'm still alive today, I agree with them.
Yeah. He goes into talking about how Crook has brandished firearms and that now that they're both wearing guns on their hips for intimidation, which again, it's not legal, but why are they doing it? They're only doing it to intimidate, right? And that...
What you got to say, D?
So as of today, if my math is right, Jeremy and George have 32 days until the Ohio judge makes a decision on this, correct? Unless she makes a decision before the 20th, right?
I think you're right. I'm not 100% sure. I know there's somebody in the chat probably knows more about it than I do, but I think you're right. Pickle Tank, how are the perjury criminal charges coming along? That I don't know, Pickle Tink. Jeremy hasn't mentioned anything about it that I know of.
I haven't seen anything either. So
unfortunately, we don't have access to a public docket for Ohio. So if anything's filed in that, we won't know about it until Jeremy says something about it, or unless Randy gets notified, and then either Tug or Megan will get it. I think.
Right.
I really don't know. Okay, she said. Big Bob says yes, you are correct. D.
Okay, because isn't it April 20th was when the judge said she extended the CPO out until, and she would have her decision like on or before the 20th?
Yeah. I think I know she extended it past the time that she said she was going to give her decision. I can't remember the date. Nanny says the 26th of April. I don't remember the exact date.
Okay.
But I know it's in April, and the extension of the protection order is longer than she said it would take for her to make her judgment.
Okay. But she may come back sooner because this isn't her first rodeo with Crook and LMNOP.
Right.
So
right.
She could possibly come back sooner than, depending on how full her court load is too, how her docket looks. So
right.
Okay.
I wish we had access to a public docket up there, guys, but some places you just don't get it. It just depends on counties, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
All right. We don't have but a few more minutes of this left, so we're going to finish it up. I think we got about 10 minutes left. So if you guys want to stick around, we'll finish it up, and then we'll send you guys to the barn.
Jeremy is not safe, and that Lynette and Crook are in contempt of the civil stalking protective order, and then the online participating and the third party harassing, actively recording him and giving it to the fleas, exposing his whereabouts, which is a direct violation, and then the OCC sign directly at the road. Is a clear message to Jeremy, and then the court has the power to hold them in contempt, and that we're asking the court for the full 5 years, no possession of firearms, and that this court has held Lynette and Crook accountable to their disregard of the law, and that we're asking the courts to grant new protective orders for the 5 years.
He was on fire. I didn't expect Justin to get up. I thought he gave up at this point, because at this point he was just like, oh my goodness, this is a losing battle. He does get up. So Justin gets up and he throws the entire anti-WhatTheHales ecosystem under the bus. This is his last Hail Mary to try and save Lynette and Crook. He gets up and he says, I have a very different perspective, Your Honor, as you might imagine. And I agree. He completely and totally agrees. I agree that they are being harassed. I agree that all these death threats are real. I agree that all this third-party contact is real. This is all real. It's happening. We've seen the evidence today. Now, you notice he didn't say Megan Fox did anything, or Coop did anything, or Tug did anything, or Shizzy did anything. It was all the evidence that was already displayed in court. Deuce, Fleesa, Bonehead, Stupid Lane, Marli Huge.
paint chips, vomit. And he goes, and I agree, there's a lot of online activity, but my clients are pawns to these others. My clients are the pawns to Fleesa and to Deuce and the anti-WhatTheHales ecosystem. He did not say anything about anybody covering the story in the actual truth or Megan Fox or Tug. It was 100%. He says, my clients are pawns to Fleesa, to Deuce, using these CPOs to weaponize Lynette and Crook for their own fame and fortune. As you can see right there under my fingers. He literally states that Fleesa is weaponizing the civil protection orders for her own fame and fortune. He literally states that Deuce has weaponized the civil protection orders for his own fame and fortune. He has literally stated that the others, Dodgy Robbie, all of them, by the way, the anti-WhatTheHales ecosystem was brought up nonstop. And he now knows who they are and what they are. And he goes, I agree 100%. They are weaponizing this CPO for their own fame and fortune. He goes, I have no doubt Jeremy Hales and George are being harassed. He says, Fleesa and Deuce, they're using Lynette and Crook as pawns. A CPO isn't designed for this. He goes on to say, Your Honor, CPOs are designed for spouses that are causing physical harm to another spouse. We can't hand these CPOs out like candy. Who has the best knowledge of what's going on? And that's the Levy County Sheriff. They don't show bias. Justin literally went like this when Beecham was on the stand. Couldn't believe what was coming out of Beecham's mouth. And he says they're in the best position to handle these issues.
Go for it.
Hand out CPOs like candy. I have to admit, Justin presented a case. He presented a defense with what he had, okay, which wasn't a lot. He didn't have a lot of information. It was old information. It wasn't new information. It was old. It already had been adjudicated on. So I think what he is trying to do is deflect away from Element OP and Crook and cast blame to the anti side. However, doing that does not absolve Element OP and Crook of actively doing what they've been doing this whole time, which is the third party contact and going on her YouTube channel and putting stuff out there and then deleting it and then putting stuff on her Facebook page and then removing it. So it doesn't absolve them of that behavior. They're adults. Okay. But some may argue that. But
I agree with you.
They are adults and they know the difference between right and wrong.
I think he's trying to put all the blame off on all the chuckleheads that came in to so-called rescue Lynette. But it's not going to work because, like you said, ultimately it's her that's going to pay the price, her and Crook, for all the stuff that they're doing. All right. How much we got left here? Oh, just a few minutes. You ready?
Yep.
He states this to the court, blows my mind. He goes, extending the civil protection orders will only add fuel on this fire. And I can guarantee you, if you do not extend these protection orders, all these YouTubers and Deuce, Fleesa, Dodgy Robbie, Stupid Lame, Bonehead, Marley Huge, Vomit, Paint Chips, they will stop if you don't extend the civil protection orders.
I disagree.
He can
I
predict
do
the
too.
future.
I couldn't believe what I was hearing. He's telling the judge, if you extend the civil protection orders, these people are going to continue to harass them and use Lynette and Crook as pawns. And if you don't, they promise they will stop harassing them.
How can he promise that?
Exactly.
Insanity.
Basically, like he's trying to extort the judge.
These people of their Second Amendment rights, meaning Lynette and Crook. And he goes on to say, you know what, Jeremy Hales, he's young. Which, by the way, I'm almost 50. I don't need to pause to think I'm 48. I'm going to be 49 this month. I'm almost 50. I'm not young by any stretch. I may look it.
You young.
I'm not young.
Get
Yeah,
going,
He goes,
kid.
he's young, he's powerful, he's wealthy. He goes, Lynette and Crook, they're like flies. If there was a fly in the courtroom right now, they would be a fly to Jeremy Hales. By the way, George, what do you do when there's a fly in the house?
If it's in the way, you swat it.
You kill it. Bad analogy on Justin's part. They're a nuisance.
Oh, so
You
he's
swat
trying to say just because you're
it.
Lynette and
are
Crook
like flies
in
to
the
Jeremy
condition
because
they're
he's
in,
young,
it's
he's
okay.
powerful, he's wealthy.
Right.
They are nothing to this man. Let the sheriff do their job. He throws the entire anti-WhatTheHales ecosystem under the bus. He throws Fleesa, Deuce, the leaders of the anti-ecosystem under the bus. And then guarantees if she doesn't extend it, that the harassment will stop. The threats will stop. I can't believe it. Which then, Eli gets back up. I didn't know you could come back up as a rebuttal in a...
I did, just from watching
Okay.
trials online. But I do want to add, before Eli got back up with his closing argument,
Yeah.
he did state that Lynette and Crook are just pawns of a game that they never wanted to be a part of. Referring to
Fleesa,
the
Deuces, all the... He named the anti-WhatTheHales
the harassers,
ecosystem.
right? He specifically is referring to the channels that are harassing us.
He's talking about all the violations that Lynette and Crook are
Yeah.
being found guilty for.
Yes.
And he's not talking about Megan Fox, Tug. He's not talking about
They don't
Mr.
harass
Coop.
us.
He's not talking about Shizzy Wiz. He's not talking about anybody else who doesn't harass us. He is only talking about anti-WhatTheHales ecosystem. He throws them all under the bus and says Lynette and Crook are pawns in their game for wealth.
Yeah.
He literally states the anti-WhatTheHales ecosystem is weaponizing the civil protection orders for their own fame and fortune.
It's them that's weaponizing us, not us. And the whole time, Lynette's got the phone up to her ear hole like that. So I see her hoop earring and her ear hole is exposed.
Ear hole.
It's disgusting.
Ear hole.
So I had to look away, but go ahead.
So Eli gets back up and he says, Your Honor, this is why CPOs exist. If Lynette Preston and John Crook wanted out of all of this, why were they on an interview with Vomit? Why are they on Tully's every single night saying, I just sent you messages? They don't want out. They want more. They wouldn't be broadcasting everything they continue to do if they were a pawn in this game. And we ask the court for you to follow the law because you're the only one that has. Jeremy Hales and George will not be safe going back in Florida if you don't extend these civil protection orders. And with that, it's done. We have civil protection orders extended until April 20th, 2026.
There we go.
Until she makes her judgment, which will be by mail. We will find out. Are they going to do jail time? We believe they will. We believe that she's going to mandate that they have to check themselves into Levy County Sheriff jail and do an amount of time. There's probably going to be financial fines. They haven't paid it. We'll continue the liens on the property. Property is going to stay on bankruptcy anyway. We believe, and we can't prove it, but we believe, based on how everything went, there will be a 5-year extension and firearms will be taken away from them. This was an insane 2 months, 2 days in court for 4 cases. And Lord willing, we'll never have to go back again if they follow the law and stop.
Well, there you go, boys and girls. There you go. So what'd you think, D?
Listening back to what Justin said in his closing statements, that's kind of it's like a why would you say that type moment. But then again, with what he had to work with, that was his only way to represent his clients based upon the information that he was giving. And again, we're going back to evidence that had already been adjudicated prior.
Exactly.
So, and I think he's thinking, well, if you don't give him the CPO, then all of this will just go away. No, it won't go away. It will embolden them to continue doing the same thing over and over and over again.
Oh, I agree 100%. Up until, right now, they have just been given every break. I mean, look at how much money they owe, $3,350 up there in Ohio right now in fines and lawyers' fees. And the only avenue Jeremy has is to put a lien on a piece of property. The courts, she owes money to the courts. So when's the courts are they going to turn that over to collections or
Probably once the case is completed and it's been disposed of, then that's probably when they'll enforce the collections of it because they know that there's probably going to be more coming. So,
right on, right on. You having a great day too, Faves. We're fixing to wrap it up here real soon. We went over a little bit today because I just wanted to finish the video, so we were all done with it. But I appreciate all you guys hanging in there for the little bit of extra time we went over. It means a lot. So thank you so much. Anybody that needs to leave, I'm cool with that. Head on out. George or D and I are going to be wrapping this up real soon.
have a great day, Faves.
All right. Have a great day, everyone. So see how everybody's heading out. So D, did you have fun today?
Absolutely. This is I really can't wait for the transcripts on this to come out. It's going to be very interesting to hear what wasn't captured when they were writing their notes, because I'm quite sure there's a lot more.
So what do you think about Jeremy's live from Sunday?
Oh, that was nuts. I mean, congrats to all the winners of the giveaway on the money, and I want to say big props to the donor, whoever
Right on,
that may
right on.
be.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. I have my favorite. She was a lucky winner over
Yeah.
there. Not this Sunday, but last Sunday, wasn't she?
Last Sunday.
Was she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, she was. She
But
was the winner. And let's see, Travis won the
yeah.
250, and there was old car gal, she won.
Rob Pate.
Yeah, Rob Pate won. So
Who else was it? There was Kasha. Kasha
yeah,
won.
Kasha won.
It's awesome. It's awesome what they're doing over there. It really is.
Yeah, it
You
was.
two are a great team, Robin says. Oh, I have fun with D.
Yeah, it's fun.
All right, girly girl. I think I'm gonna send everybody to the barn, and you and I are going to head out and do our own things.
Absolutely. Everyone have a wonderful rest of your day.
All right, all right. Thank you, chat. Thank you for everybody that super chatted and sent memberships. Greatly appreciate it. And chat, you guys, as always, have been wonderful. Adios, and we'll see y'all tomorrow.